Today, I'm taking you inside the dramatic collapse of one of Asia's most notorious crime families, the Ming Mafia. You've probably heard whispers about scam syndicates in Myanmar, but the true story, it's darker, messier, and more shocking than you think. Let's start in Laokaing, a remote town on the Myanmar-China border. For years, it operated almost like a gangster-run city-state, ruled by four powerful families. Right at the top were the Mings. These guys weren't just mobsters, they were running a criminal empire. Since 2015, the Ming family turned Laokaing into a hub for all things illegal: gambling, drugs, prostitution, and most chillingly, massive scam centers. We're talking 10,000 workers held inside compounds with names like Crouching Tiger Villa, where beatings and torture were just part of the daily routine. The business was booming. Over a decade, the Mings and their partners raked in more than 10 billion yuan, that's about $1.4 billion. But it came at a horrific cost. Workers, many lured from China, were trapped, abused, and in some cases, killed if they tried to escape. The Mings even ordered hits on scam workers to stop them from returning home and spilling secrets. This wasn't just about money, it was about complete, ruthless control. Eventually, the world noticed. In 2023, Myanmar authorities, pushed by an uprising and quietly by China, started cracking down. The patriarch, Ming Chang, saw the writing on the wall. Before he could be captured, he took his own life. Other family members were rounded up and shipped back to China, some making desperate, remorseful confessions on camera. And then, on September 29, 2025, justice was served, at least in the eyes of the law. A Chinese court in Wenzhou sentenced 11 of the Mings to death, 5 others to death with a 2-year suspension, and the rest to either life or long stretches in prison. In total, 39 family members went down for their crime. But here's the kicker. Even after this massive bust, the scam business didn't die. Operations just packed up and moved to places like Cambodia, proving how adaptable and dangerous these networks remain. So, while the Ming family's reign of terror might be over, the fight against organized crime in the region is far from finished. For crime enthusiasts like you and me, this is a stark reminder. Behind every headline, there's a web of power, suffering, and survival. Stay curious and stay safe.